Good evening, everybody. My name is Edwidge Miranda Mondes here, and we have a lot to discuss today. I'm sure that you guys see the thumbnail of this video. It's a clown, and yes, there's a bunch of clowns involved for this conversation we're gonna have today. So last night I did my research. I didn't have his first name, but I had his last name, and I had the first initial of his first name, but I didn't know his first name. So I go ahead and do my research, and I found Sung Lee, Mr. Sung Lee. He's a deputy at the Todd Road facility, and he's within the yellow band section. So you know how there's certain deputies deployed for certain sections, right? They switch every few months. Maybe next month it will be another deputy at that specific location. You have another one at another location. So something like that. But Mr. Sung Lee, I'm exposing you and the rest of your other colleagues like Posada. Weird last name. I'm telling you, these people have the most weirdest last names. Posada and another one, Alfaro. Officer Alfaro. These three officers that are involved are the ones that were assaulting my mother. So on November 13 of 2025, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. I published a video recently for you guys to understand the situation of this live. They call her for court, to go to court, an unrecorded hearing. And this hearing would be about placement. So this is where I stop and pause for a moment. And let's go back to November 3rd of 2025. A doctor was wearing a supposed name tag with, and then the name tag stated Satara Khan Mohammadi, right? This is some type of, Middle Eastern name, or most likely some type of Asian name. And when I mean by Asian, probably Indian. And this man did not look Middle Eastern, nor was he Indian or Asian. This guy was a white male, looked like Jeffrey Dahmer. I have a picture. I'll be putting this shit up later on. And these people are so fucking mad, and I'll get to that. He had a picture covered. You know how they wear those badge things with your badge, and then it says your name and your picture? While he had that blocked off. And he was trying to conduct an hearing, evaluation, I mean. He was trying to conduct the evaluation that he didn't conduct. To Miranda, my mother refused. And she stated, if you do fraud, if you file any type of fraudulent report into the fucking court, you will be sued. And I know this shit probably scares them right now. Probably even the person that I'm describing. He looks like Jeffrey Dahmer with a mushroom haircut. And this is the same man that's inside the suit of Ashley Susan. This is the same man inside the suit of Tracy Millsap. I'll be putting this shit up. So when my mom stated that if you file any fraud report to the court, you will be sued, she refused to conduct the evaluation with him. He closed his book, his little binder, and left. This guy was a Caucasian white male with a I'm not gonna even say Middle Eastern, I'm gonna say foreign name. He had a foreign name that does not fit the description of the exact person that he is. I'm gonna tell you who the fuck he is. This man is Stephen Roof. And the guy that I'm telling you that's in the suits, yes, it's recorded from September 25th of 2024. He submitted a fraud report to the court, labeling my father incompetent. He's the first fraud doctor to do some stupid shit, and stated that. He's the first doctor. So this is the crazy part. Where did his report come from? Why isn't that report presented? Why isn't it not presented as evidence? Why has it been a year? We haven't seen that report from September 25th of 2024. This is the same doctor that came on November 3rd of 2025 to conduct an evaluation for Maritza Miranda, knowing she was found competent by a woman, Kaeli Lyon, on October 9th. If it wasn't the 9th, it was the 10th. And it was in the morning. And then on top of that, Maritza Miranda, my mother, has an evaluation that found her fair, normal, competent. March 3rd of 2025 at Exodus Recovery. I was present. I was there. I met the doctor. Where the fuck is their narrative going? So they submitted that evaluation the same day of November 3rd, right? November 3rd of 2025, they submitted that evaluation, that fraud evaluation by Stephen Roof, impersonating to be Satara Khan Mohammadi. Literally that. And he didn't conduct like a normal doctor would conduct the evaluation. He met my mom in the visiting area where you visit somebody. If you're a doctor, you never do that. You actually go to the person's door, the cell, or they call you. The sheriffs will tell you, hey, you have an evaluation to deal with, right? So they'll put you in a little room where you talk with that person. Eye to eye, contact to contact. They didn't do none of that shit. It was a fraud fucking little interview that they were gonna try to attempt, but they failed. Because it's my mom's First Amendment to exercise her freedom of speech on how she feels and why she would not take that evaluation with Stephen Roof impersonating Nabi Khan Mohammadi. So November 13th, they retaliated at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m., around 9:40, 9:50 a.m., a bunch of officers came to my mom's cell and told her to go to court and placing her in yellow band. So this guy that you see the thumbnail of, Sung Lee, he told my mom she doesn't have the right to her discovery. And when she told him, I actually do have my right to the discovery because there's an actual California law about that. I believe it is Brady versus Maryland, 1963. You're supposed to have your discovery. It shouldn't be withheld from you. You have to know what you're going against. It can't just be false accusations. You can't just bring that to court without some type of significant evidence. And they don't have that. So when my mom told him, when she exercised her First Amendment, he slammed her on the wall. Sung Lee slammed her on the wall. Posada, a female deputy, I'm stating her last name because I don't know her first name yet. I'll find out. Then another deputy by Afuro. Weird ass last names, I know. They twisted my mom's arms. They gave her bruises all over her arms, her elbows. Her arm looked dislocated like if it's broken. And they didn't give her no medical treatment over 28 hours, everybody. 28 hours. So, November 13th, from 9 a.m., I didn't hear nothing from my mom until 7:22 p.m., which is the video that I recently published. They hurt her. They refused to document it. And as they were hurting her, guess who else was there, everybody? Guess who else was there? Brian Glasscock. Brian Glasscock. The fucking piece of shit asshole from November 22nd during that illegal event where they were found to be unlawful in March 7th of 2024 was present there while they were beating my mom while he's watching. And there's people to testify. There's witnesses. There was a witness present to know who Glasscock is. There's history on that asshole. Let's say he has some secrets, some dirty secrets. And we are not the only family that knows about this asshole. He was present. This is the same asshole from August 9th. August 9th, everybody. The same asshole who pulled the gun out on me and my family. He recently was in my mom's dorm section, pointing and looking for which cell she's in. On October 31st of 2025, he was standing there looking at her cell, pointing at her cell. I have eyes everywhere. That same day when my mom reported to me, when she reported to me on November 13 around 7:22 p.m., I called the jail the next day around 11 a.m. I talked to a senior deputy named Torres, and I explained to him what happened. I told him what the fuck happened. There's a whole recording of that I'll be putting up later. That would be titled video number 1 all the way to 3. So you see the pattern of what we're talking about. You see it. I'm sure everyone sees it now. But I'm gonna continue to expose them. And good news is, I need to tell you guys, is that the courthouse is already sued. I sued the courthouse. There's a case number. Be putting that up later. I sued the housing for the wrongful arrest that they've caused, for the damages that they've done, for taking my dead relatives' ashes, for taking our cats, for taking all our money. I sued them for that. There's a case number. I'll be having it very soon. There's more to sue next. So these people that assaulted my mother, Sung Lee, you're gonna get that lawsuit very soon with that jail. You made that jail very liable. And you're not the first person that I'm stating this to. I stated this to the jail as well, Mr. Torres, that I would like to get all their names, everybody that was involved that day, because I know who's involved. I'm not just pointing fingers, there's names. So just know, I'm aware. I'm very observant. And I want to talk about November 13 once more. My mom kept pressing that button. You have a button in your cell and it's only for emergencies only. You press it for some stupid cause to, let's say, oh, I press it. And then they talk in the intercom. They tell you, what's up? What do you need? You need an emergency? And you tell them, oh, I need toilet paper. Or, hey, I need to take out this tray out of my room. Can I do that? That's not an emergency, they would say, right? They like talking smart. They like talking stupid. Okay, well, there's a real emergency. My mother was hurt, badly injured. There's bruises. Why the fuck did the emergency take 28 hours to get medically treated? Why did I have to report when there's already grievances in the fucking jail? Grievances that my parents have been putting in and out, yet what happens when they put it in? It usually gets thrown in the fucking trash. And if it isn't thrown in the trash, they ignore it until we start complaining about it. So, 11 a.m. I called. I explained to Mr. Torres. 1 p.m., that's when my mom confirmed she got medical treatment. That's when she was given some type of pain relief medicine. Now, when I speak with Mr. Torres soon, I would like him to conduct a truthful investigation. I would like him to take pictures. I would like him to have it documented and reported. I would like that. And if they don't, then well, I continue doing my fucking suits. And we'll see you from then on. Because the school lawsuit's already in. I already paid the fee waiver for that. Now we just wait. I gotta gather the motions and all of that. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. So I'm here to talk about this guy. Song Lee, you are a clown. To be confident enough to state to my mother's face that she doesn't have the right. She doesn't have the right to what? Her discovery? Do you know how ignorant that shit sounds for an officer to say? Especially from you, Mr. Lee. You've probably been, a sheriff for quite a while. Just like Steve Donlon and Glass Clock. You both have some type of experience, yet you guys are still fucking morons. It's crazy. It's crazy. It just baffles me how illiterate you people are. And you know what's crazy? On the record, it stated that the court finds a good cause not to find the, have the defendant into the court. So why did they touch her? Where is their valid report that they had the audacity, the right to put their hands on my mother and place her in a yellow band? Where's your right at to do that? Show me your fucking paperwork. The same way I put in my energy with my paperwork, you should do the same. Right? You're accusing us of something we did. Prove it. Because I have all my shit to back it up. So what is this? Well, over a year now. What are we waiting for? Because the only thing that I could think of, you guys are trying to put us all in fucking prison, in jail, to sabotage these lawsuits against the fucking misconduct you guys done. You guys caused this. You guys violated your own law. You guys came into our own home, broke it down, assaulted us, shot my dad in front of everybody. And when I mean everybody, my demented grandmother, my minor brother, my minor cousin, and my minor nephew. Right all in front of us. Never presented nothing. Nothing. Stolen all legal documentation of your fucking misconduct. So when you arrive to court and then you don't have the paperwork, they won't believe you, right? Well, because it was stolen. Until the day we got out, I went into the cloud and I'm grabbing shit out. And I'm filing lawsuits. Non-stop, back to back. We could do this all fucking day. And you guys are retaliating by hurting my mom? Like, who the fuck do you people think you are? You're not God. You're not somebody superior than me. We are equal. So who the fuck do you think you are to do all this shit to us? There's no paperwork. I'm waiting on the paperwork. Waiting on that paperwork. Still haven't presented a warrant. You kidnapped my mother on October 8th of 2025. Still don't present nothing. It's been over a year now. Then you're charging her all these 14 misdemeanors. But you haven't proved anything in the docket. There's nothing in the discovery to prove what the fuck you guys are alleging, accusing. Explain yourselves. Because you guys have the burden of proof. You guys have the burden, not us. We already proved that to ourselves. We already proved to the world. We proved to the court. More than one court. So who do you people think you are? Then when I call to report, you guys will want to ask for my address. You want to ask for my address? Well, it's 1138 Cornwall Street. Go ahead and waste your time there, because good luck finding me. I'll keep filing these lawsuits and make sure you motherfuckers pay for the crime that you did. That simple. November 13th. They don't want to present nothing. They don't want to present Kayali Lyon's evaluation. Kayali Lyon conducted the evaluation. She's seen the YouTube. She spoke with my mom. She knows the story. Xander, this is about corruption and racism. even though you may not believe it, but you know, you must experience it to believe it. So this is racism and corruption that this channel is about, and me and my family fighting for our rights. We are being framed because a student brought a gun to Moore Park High School and threatened to take my life in the fucking bathrooms. I didn't stand for that, no. And now they're covering that shit up because he has law enforcement connections. Because his family is in law enforcement. Keyword, his family is in law enforcement. That what the fuck are they gonna do to me? This is in text, I have that. See, that's proof right there, everybody. That's the definition of evidence. That's something to prove to the court. Then you create your argument from then on. And then the judge will see, do you have a strong argument? Okay, does the DA have a strong argument? Then the judge will decide. They're not presenting none of our evidence because they know this case is bullshit. It will be thrown right out. Why? Because the DA has no substantial proof of the charges that they're labeling onto us. They can't prove shit. They can't even show us any warrants or any body cam or any eviction order. Where's the eviction order? Where is all of that? There's about 3,000 people on this YouTube channel. They would like to know the truth too as well. Where are the warrants? Where are the body cams? Where is it all? Oh, it definitely is the USA Center. But that's how it goes here, I guess. That's why, yeah, best I could say at the moment. It's crazy shit. They violated due process. They refused us from submitting evidence to have a fair procedural. What type of shit is that? Mind you, this kid threatened to take my life. This kid sent me death threats. This people sent his people to antagonize me and my family. So I tell you guys, what the fuck? Isn't it plain as day that there's some type of connection of law enforcement with this family and they're truly trying to cover this shit up? But on a real note, there's no more moves for them. Like I stated previously, in every live that I go, every move they make, I'll be there. Make a left turn, I'll be there. Right, be there. Back, I'll be there. Forward, I'll be there. I'm everywhere. Constantly everywhere. So I tell you guys, I tell you this right now. Those motherfuckers involved in hurting my mother are gonna start being sued individually, including Glasscock for being there. It's a form of retaliation. They are losing, and they hate it. They hate that there's somebody still out here documenting and reporting the shit that they're doing. They hate that shit. It bothers them to the fucking max. Well, you wanna know what else bothers me? Racism. That's what fucking bothers me. Being attacked, being framed, that's what bothers me. So we're equal now. We're definitely equal. But that doesn't say that it's over, you know what I mean? Just because we're equal doesn't mean that you won't face consequences. You will face each and every consequence, every legal consequence by the federal court. Somebody from the comments stated that he is from Spain. Things are a little different here, although we have plenty of corruption to give and take, just different kind. Yeah, I believe corruption forms in many different ways. There's different, let's say, presentations of corruption. There's different presentations of fraud. It's think of it as these people doing it as an art. It's all about them lying and manipulating. So yeah, different foreign countries, yeah, they all have corruption. but just different forms that I'm not too familiar from. Someone said, kinda strange topic for a stream, but hey, good luck with that. Yeah, it is a strange topic, but the only thing that's not strange is documenting everything that was done. This tells the story. This YouTube channel tells the story. It just tells the story, man. And they hate that shit. They hate it. For them to do that shit to my mom, man, you must love it in jail, huh? You must want to be in prison. Because for you to do that shit without thinking there's no consequence, you must love jail. You should have been a fucking criminal. Why be a deputy if you do some criminal activity bullshit? What's the point of being a cop? Literally, what is the point? Just make yourself look like a fool, like this thumbnail, like this dude, Sung Lee. He made himself look like a fool. Glasscock made himself look like a fool. Posada made herself look like a fool. Alfaro made herself look like a fucking fool. When I get the two first names of Alfaro and Posada, they will be all over this YouTube channel. Their faces and all. Including Glasscock, too. So it's all gonna happen, everybody. You will see lawsuits left to right. I'll be publishing videos about the shit that they're doing. This is honestly absolutely wrong and unjust, and something needs to be done. And things will be done. So go ahead, Ventura. Keep letting yourself get documented of all your corruption and bullshit that you're doing. Go ahead. Make yourself look like a fool. Make your jail look like a fool. Make your courthouse look like the fool it is. Nothing but assholes in suits. Not just any type of suit. Clown suits. All fucking clowns. I'm gonna make a portrait of you guys. Just how I made with this thumbnail of him looking like a fucking clown. That's soon to come too. That's in my mind. I'm gonna put that up there. A little portrait of you guys all in fucking clown makeup and clown wigs. Because you guys are a bunch of fucking clowns. That's what you guys are. You guys kidnapped my mom, made me homeless with my brother, who was a minor, my cousin who was a minor, and my baby nephew. We're homeless because of what you guys are doing. What you guys are doing. We have rent receipts, we have all our evidence. So why? What are you doing, Anthony J. Sabo? What are you doing, Christy J. Pruso? What are you guys doing? What are you doing, Celeste Sanchez? What are you doing, Eric Nazarenko? What are you doing, Steve Donlon? What are you doing, Caitlin Ochebinti? All these assholes, John Nicholas, what are you guys doing? Bustamante, what are you guys doing? Sergeant Ponce, what are you guys doing? What the fuck are you guys doing? What are you trying to prove? What are you... Because if anything, what you're proving to me is you're a bunch of fucking clowns. Just straight up clowns. So I ask you, what are you doing? You're stopping us from getting an education. Stopping my brother and my cousin from getting an education. They can't properly go to fucking school. So what are you guys doing? Do you guys ever step back to realize what the fuck you guys done? The damages you done? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I'm sorry that I hurt your ego. I'm sorry that I make you feel ashamed of your wrongdoings. While if you never did this to me and my family, I wouldn't have to be putting this up here. Maybe if you served and protect, I wouldn't have to be putting this up here. But it's destiny, this is faith. Maybe this is karma speaking to you guys as we speak. Maybe you guys have a past of so many fucked up things. The fact that you did this to me and my family, the most fucking racist shit ever, under the color of law, I gotta say, you guys probably did some horrible, horrific shit in your past. And I'm here to tell you, if this is karma speaking, I'm here to tell you, your consequences will pay. You will face a legal consequence. To continue doing what you're doing, you're just adding on to your shit. That's all you guys are doing. That's all it is. That's all it is. So Sung Lee, I hope you see this live because this is for you. Don't touch my mother ever again. Because I'll make sure when I sue you, you won't have nothing. Not even your car. And most definitely, that dog, yeah. I'll make sure that's in the suit as well. Eye for an eye. You took my cat, I'll take your dog. The legal way. Through a fucking civil rights lawsuit. So I'm telling you guys this here right now. These people are as evil as it gets. As evil as it gets. They make it seem like my mother is not putting any grievances in. No grievances. So when she puts it in, they're ignored. So therefore nothing was documented. So they ignore it. Make it seem like, oh, she's delusional. She never submitted nothing. I have video calls, man. My mom is writing. She's writing. You even hear sometimes when she's talking to a deputy, or she tell us what she did recent at what specific time she dropped it off. She left around October, around 15 or the 31st. She had left a grievance form on the table. And I'm gonna explain how you do that. So 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whenever your day room's over, the day room's completely over, sometimes people leave grievances in the day room tables. And the deputies will usually look at it. If they care about doing their fucking job, they look at it and check it out and take it. They take it, and then they report it. They did the opposite of that. They threw most of her fucking grievance in the trash. And they ignored the majority of them. That's what they do. Just how they put me in HPU, where they have my parents right now unlawfully in a mental incapacitated area. They did the same shit with me. But I put in blue grievances and white kites. Blue grievances and white kites. The blue grievance is for nurses or anything medical. And I was putting those in. I was stating there was no evaluation that was done to help me placed in this area. Nobody conducted an evaluation to keep me there. Those were the grievances that I was putting in. They didn't have no reason to keep me in that area where they have my parents. And they ignored me for weeks, about 2 to 3 weeks of reporting the shit that was in there. Told them, I have no medical history. I have no mental impairments. Therefore, why am I in this section? They never explained to me why I'm in that section. They never showed me any legal documentation why I'm in there. You see the pattern, everybody? And then when it was my last day being there, when finally a psychiatrist or maybe psychologist came and spoke with me and saw me, they conducted and said, we're done. All they had to do was look at me and hear very vivid words from me. That's it. That's it, everybody. day later, 2 days later, I was removed out of that section around December 3rd, December 5th of 2024. 2024. They removed me, and then when I got to the front, a deputy stated that he made a mistake to tell main jail that. What type of shit is that? You made a mistake. Sounds like one of their fucking tricks of ignoring your grievances. Oh yeah, sorry, we didn't see no grievance. There was no report from you. That's the type of fucking manipulation, narcissistic lying these assholes love to do. It's in their fucking genes. And it makes me sick that they're police. So, as you people see, there's this pattern here. They don't like what contradicts their narrative. My mother was found competent March 3rd of 2025 in the most recent October 9th and October 10th by Cali Lion. It's all on this YouTube channel. So I don't know what the fuck they're going with this. Where are you going with this? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? Now, I'm still waiting. It's very quiet. You know, I would love a text or a call back by Mr. Torres, Senior Torres. He said he would gather an investigation. So I would like to know, where is this going? My father was found competent by a woman named Catherine Emmerich. The same rude doctor. She was somewhat rude. I'm be honest about that. She was somewhat rude. But when she took her time to actually listen to my father and understand my father, she understands the situation. It's the same video that I put up here about the rude doctor. That's the same doctor I'm talking about. She found my father competent, and she stated that Moore Park is a racist city. How did you find yourself upon there? Like, how did you came across that, you know? And then my father explained his story, and it's because my cousin, the dead relative ashes that they took, Moore Park shares, she was, you know, she was murdered and raped and murdered. And Moore Park knew that, especially Matthew Rodriguez, Deputy Matthew Rodriguez, badge number 4725. When he came to our home December 4th of 2023 to conduct a police report. He's aware of that. He's seen my dead cousin's urn. That same picture that's on this YouTube, he's seen that. He knows the story. So my father explained the story that why we moved was because of her death. To find somewhere better. To find somewhere better because the place that we were living in was getting worse. Every day it was getting worse. It wasn't safe to live there no more after what happened to my cousin. So we found a new place to live. And we end up to be in the most racist fucking county ever. So this is why I go live. I express our story because nobody else would. The only stories that they will be doing is slandering. That's what these people do. It's all they did all their fucking life. Slander and manipulate. And I'm here to expose the whole fucking thing. They will pay for this shit. There's legal consequences what they did. They sexually assault my mother October 9th, October 8th, They sexually assault her on October 8th, and then they assault her once more November 13th on my dad's birthday. November 13th on my dad's birthday. And guess who's there on that day? Glasscock. This is retaliation, everybody. This is retaliation. I need the public's help to find lawyers. Right now, they cannot move anywhere. They already skipped pre-trial. Now they're creating fake narratives from May of 2023 about my mom's alias, when we have a whole family of witnesses to say and identify when and where she was from their own perspectives at that date and time. So right now they're fucked. They were trying to take us to trial in the beginning without our evidence. Then when we started reporting and filing habeas corpus, these motherfuckers are stuck. Now they're doing this competency 1368 proceeding, 1369 proceedings, labeling us incompetent. So I'll tell you this right now. Parents were found competent more than once. They were found to be healthy more than once. Father was found competent 4 times. Mother was found competent twice. All you need is one incompetency, one competency proceeding, one evaluation. If you have a report and history that the person's incompetent, okay, they're incompetent. But if you actually have evidence that you're competent, you're healthy, by more than one doctor, that destroys the whole narrative, whatever the fuck the court is doing. How can we be competent, yet the court is labeling us incompetent? But these professional psychiatrists and professional psychologists find us to be competent. Another contradictory right there, everybody. Another contradictory. So what are they doing? What are they doing, everybody? What are you doing, Moore Park Sheriffs? What are you doing, Ventura County Sheriffs? What are you doing, the Superior Court of Ventura County? What are you guys doing? Might as well tell the whole world, since you're all fucking exposed. Your names are dropped, your pictures are dropped, and they will continue to be dropped. All over the internet. Forever. For eternity. Nothing could be deleted. I mean, it could, but, you know, by now people had downloaded this. This has been shared with more people that I know. Everybody has copies of this channel. So you will forever be eternity of a fucking crooked, bad cop you are. Like I stated, your consequences are very strong. And you will pay legally. So that's, this is as much as I wanted to state today. I have more to discuss about, but that's for the next live. Right now, everybody, I just want you to know that I'm in a battle with these people. A legal battle with legal paperwork. And I'm fighting. And I'm fighting all the way. So if you think that I'm gone, just know I'm not gone. I'm fighting. And I'll always be here to express and explain to you what's going on next. So these months, from October, whenever they had my mom in custody, from October 9th, from October 8th to, you know, the middle of October to the end, John Taylor will have these different public defenders represent him. Basically, they're working on the behalf of John Taylor, but it's another public defender representing the case. So he's not reclusing himself out, even though there's a conflict of interest. He's being sued. He knows that. There's emails of that. And he's aware on April 8th. Everybody knows this. It's on the channel. On April 8th, he tried to force my mother into a courtroom in courtroom 26. It wasn't recorded. There's levels to things, everybody. Can't skip things. The courtroom was recorded for courtroom 14. And this is how things happen. If you're recorded for a specific courtroom, right? You go to that specific courtroom that is recorded. And then the judge will hear your file. And then when the judge hears your file, while you're present in that court hearing, right? He hears your file, he sends you to another room. You cannot skip that. There was no 977 performed that day, everybody. Listen to this. There was no representation on the behalf of Maritza Miranda on April 8th. There was none. Her name wasn't even on the docket for courtroom 14. Do you understand how fucking crazy that sounds, everybody? When there's emails, and then he John Taylor states, oh, we just moved it up earlier. We moved it up to the next courtroom. We moved it up to the next courtroom. You can't do that. You don't just skip to a courtroom. And the upstairs courtrooms are preliminary examination, everybody. So they're trying to take my mom to preliminary / pre-trial or trial without any fucking evidence. That's a due process violation, everybody. The fact that she didn't have her discovery unredacted, what the fuck? She's been requesting for that. There's emails. Be putting these up later as soon as possible when I have the time. But just know that I'm fighting. And with all my fucking legal power, with all my legal paperwork, I'm fighting. And it will just keep getting worse and worse on their part if they keep proceeding. So I tell you, Ventura County, once more, what are you guys doing? What the fuck are you guys doing? What are you doing? Does this make you feel good? Like, are you a small individual? Like, are you like, have some type of small self-esteem that when you do this type of evil shit, you feel tall? You feel like you're the biggest in the world? Well, I hate to break it to you. You look like a fucking clown. Literally, it's just a straight up fucking clown. A pig. Now that's where the definition comes into play. You are all fucking pigs. That's the right term. You're a clown, you're a pig. You're nobody tall, you're nobody big, you're nobody scary. You're a fucking pig and a clown to conduct these type of fucking behaviors. You're a clown. And I know how to get to a clown. Oh, man. These lawsuits are gonna bite you in your ass. All of them. All of them. Know that. They think just because they took my parents, they did something. Just like I stated before, you guys thought you had the last laugh September 18 of 2024, remember? You guys had the last laugh. Nope. We came back with our evidence ready to be submitted to the court. And now you guys are frozen. You guys are scared. You guys are scared because we are aware of what the fuck we know. What court laws, court violations that you guys done. So just know this. I'm gonna continue this shit. Continue filing. And I know that the school lawsuit pisses you guys off the most. That's what made you guys retaliate. Was being sued. for your fucked up misconduct behavior because you don't want to tarnish your county. Well, that's too damn bad. You tarnished it already. You tarnished it to a great amount. So I don't think you even gave a shit about your county in the beginning to have to do that shit in the first place. If you would have never done that in the first place, you wouldn't deal with the consequences of a suit. And there's no way you could just stop this suit or sabotage it. It's through. It's in the federal court. I paid the filing fee. Now I just submit motions. That's it. They cannot terminate it over a bullshit filing fee waiver. That's it. All the evidence is in there. It's all in the federal court. And I'll continue and continuing to share it. I'll continue to share it to everybody, all of it. Just give me some time, people. Not too long, not too little, just time. And I will be showing everything and shit up here. Nothing but paperwork. It'll be more of like a voiceover from now on. Like one of those videos where it's a slideshow. I'll be talking about the documentation as I show you guys. Because I showed some already with the case number filed and everything. Evidence all over the channel. So I'm gonna do more and more and more and continue to share it and share it and share it and share it. You can't run away what you did. You can't bury it in the fucking dark. No matter how much you bury it in the dark, the light will shine. It's like the sun. It's like the most darkest creeks in the fucking planet, right? But when the sun rises, it shines on everything. The truth shines on everything. The truth shines over the lies. And that's just that. Continue. Continue to do some stupid foul shit play. You'll be documented. I keep telling myself this, and I keep telling the world this. I keep telling you guys this. The ones that are complicit. Todd Road Jail Facility is complicit with the Ventura County Courthouse. Complicit with the DA, Attorney Office. Specifically, Eric Nazarenko. That's the head. That's the motherfucker that's allowing this into the courthouse. Remember, everybody, the DA brings this shit to the court. They know exactly what they're doing. They cannot hide behind their ignorance no more. There's no defense for them. That's why it's just stalling. There's just a stall here. They can't perform. They can't move forward. It's been over a year. They don't want to take it to trial no more, so they're doing this competency shit to seal the record, so it just vanquish. Their crimes go away. They never committed a crime. They still are rights. That's what the competency proceedings are about. It's a hush-hush. Go away. Like nothing happened. Like nothing ever happened. And that won't happen. They won't get away with this shit. Like I stated, I already know their moves. So I want to ask you, Ventura County, what are you doing? Because I'm observing you and analyzing you. I see exactly who you are. So what are you and what are you doing? Who are you? That's something you need to ask yourself. Who are you? From all this evil shit that you did, I would like you to question yourself. Who the fuck are you? Because if you don't, your consequences will. Your legal consequences will. When you go to jail, your consequences will tell you who the fuck you are. Your consequences will tell you what you are. So I tell you, who are you and what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to get a reaction? Because if it's a reaction that you want, you won't get it. So what are you doing? How the fuck did you become a cop? How did you become a DA? Is it because you guys are good at lying? You guys are good at manipulating, committing crimes? That's why you were elected to be who the fuck you are? Or what is it? Elaborate. Explain yourself. Because we explained ourselves. Me and my family explained ourselves for over 2 years now. You have not explained yourself. Not even explained yourself to the fucking news. The last thing that was said by the news that they don't know much information about this, but that the sheriff department will tell them. So what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I'd like to know. Ventura County covering up a school shooter, grooming a school shooter because he has law enforcement connection. So they're protecting a fucking future school shooter. Oh, what's up, Caden? They're protecting a school shooter. And Caden, this is another victim of Ventura County. Like, these motherfuckers are as bad as it gets. The most racist fucking county ever. There's people on this channel that have experienced this type of abuse by these individuals. And I speak for them. I speak for everybody here. Me and my family speak for everyone that have been wrongly accused and wrongly fucking tired of this shit, everybody. Our evidence, why is it not being submitted? Why aren't we having due process? People need to look into this due process. Everybody's entitled to due process. It's the #1 step. So why? Because all I could see is that they're truly trying to cover this shit up, where it all led it from the school. So I need the public's help on just researching. Just research. You see for yourself. You see it all from this fucking county. I made a video previously about the dirt in that county. It's very disgusting. Very, very disgusting. So I wanted to update everybody to let them know we are alright. We're still struggling because we're currently homeless. This is not even my place. I don't even have enough money and shit because of all the shit that they're doing right now. We were supposed to be in school by now. I could have had a little job at the moment. But they came recent, kidnapped my mom, and sexually assaulted her. What are they doing? Why couldn't they present her evaluation by Kayali Lyon on November 9th or November 10th? Why couldn't they have submit that evaluation of her being competent on November 13th? Why couldn't they submit that evaluation from October 9th to October 10th? Why couldn't they get that information from Kayali Lyon and submit it to the record, submit it to the court on November 13th, along with her valid competency finding from her own primary doctor, March 3rd of 2025. I was present. I was there. I saw the man conduct an evaluation with my mom, a proper evaluation. So what the fuck are they doing? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what are you guys doing? The court's already sued. The court's already sued by and through Anthony J. Sabo because he couldn't give a legal basis. He couldn't explain a legal basis why the court is holding our family, why the court is holding my father, specifically my father, in the jail for over a year. Nothing presented, everybody. I gave Anthony J. Sabo the chance to explain himself. I gave him a week. I gave him a week to explain the legal basis that he has to hold us there, to hold my father there over a year. I sent them that notice. I sent them that notice. They received it October 6th, 2025. I have recordings that I called the fucking courthouse, letting them know about the deadline on October 9th of 2025. That was their deadline. And they went past their deadline. They went past the explanation of that deadline. They didn't explain to the court, neither did they explain to the defendants any legal basis to keep them confined in a jail over for a fucking year straight. For a year straight, everybody. I didn't get no email, no letter, no nothing from the judge about any legal basis. So where is their legal basis to do this shit? Oh, wait. Me and the public will wait. But there will be pressure added onto them as we wait. So as we wait, where is that legal basis? I know the sheriffs be watching this. Because that day that they took my mom on October 8th, she told them to look at the YouTube. And they did. They checked it out and they saw their fucking faces on that YouTube channel. Whole thing was recorded that day. Then them threatening to fucking tase us, knowing my mom has heart issues, heart problems. If they shot her, she would have most likely passed away. This is how fucking evil these people are, everybody. They showed no legal fucking documentation, no legal basis. That's number one right now as we speak. Where is the legal basis? Not even Celeste Sanchez. DA Celeste Sanchez provided a warrant when they took my mother into custody. When my mother was in custody and she saw Celeste Sanchez, no, I'm gonna rephrase that. I don't have too much information on that, but she stated that Celeste Sanchez never provided that warrant. She asked for that warrant. Nothing was provided. You are supposed to be provided with this information, everybody. Even previously, dating back to October 2nd of 2024, Olivia Hudnut, who was appointed by the court to represent Maritza Miranda, my mother, stated that you have an eviction. And then my mother said, no, she doesn't. She has her rent receipts, the rent ledger, all that shit. Ever since then, we don't hear anything about an eviction. We don't be mocked about an eviction because there was never a fucking eviction. You see how fucking strange that sounds? Idiotic, don't you think? How the fuck will we be living there for over a year if we didn't pay our rent? How? For a year. Then we have rent receipts. We have the rent ledger. We have emails. So explain. This is what I mean by explain, court. Ventura County Superior Court. Explain your legal basis. Because we explain our legal basis, how you have no fucking jurisdiction. So explain, show your evidence, show your substantial evidence. Because when my father went pro per and he asked for the discovery, it's all redacted. It's all covered up. It's all classified like something from a game with the black marker on the words. That is illegal. And he's been requesting for over a year now, especially from April 8th. He's been asking from around then, May to April, about the discovery. Where is the discovery? They never provide him an unredacted discovery. Why? Because if they provide us with that unredacted discovery, they will be able to be sued for that shit. And then right then on, they won't have no fucking defense. Just wipe clean. No defense whatsoever. The case would just be thrown straight the fuck out. Why? Because it's a low bar. There's no evidence on the DA to prove those allegations, to prove those charges are valid. This is just a fucking charade to psychologically torture us. So it fits their narrative of us being mentally incompetent so they could get away with the shit that they did. That's all it is right now, everybody. We're at the breaking stage. We're at the point where all this shit caught up with them. All their exposure, from the school to the housing to now, it's catching up. And it's biting them in their fucking ass. And there's a statute of limitation. It's been a year and 3-something months. My father should have been home a long time ago. That time that he didn't have to do, because no fucking crime was committed, he already did that time already. So about 2 years and 3 months, 6 months, something like that. They were trying to keep him in state hospitals for 3 years. His time is up. You haven't proved any of those charges. He was found competent more than once. And then there was a comment on this YouTube channel stating, well, if he was found competent, that he would be released. They would start moving with trial. Therefore, he would have his OR release to be granted, just like my OR release was granted. There is no proof that any of us were flight risk. How are we a flight risk? Don't you think if I was a flight risk, don't you think if my mom was a flight risk, we would have left a long time ago? Don't you think that, everybody? Don't you think we probably would have left somewhere, probably out of state, somewhere? So I tell you this, why am I here fighting them the legal proper way? It's because I know I didn't fucking commit a crime. I know my mom didn't commit a crime. I know my father didn't commit a crime. That's why I'm fighting. That's my explanation. So where the fuck is theirs? Where's your fucking explanation, court? Ventura County Court, where's your explanation? Sheriff Department, where is your fucking explanation? Moore Park Sheriffs, where's your explanation? Where's your explanation for having Caitlin Ochipinti break into our home and steal legal documentation when she had a fucking lawsuit pending on her already? We were already gonna conduct a hearing about it. And it was gonna happen around September 20th or no, October. Around those 2 months, we're already gonna have a meeting for the lawsuit for the school. That bitch was there on August 9th, try to break in. That successfully did on September 18th of 2024. Stole everything, shot my dad, beat me up, beat my mother up, beat my grandmother up. Stole all legal documentation. Stole all our money, stole our cats, stole our dead relatives' ashes. And we've been requesting for these. They refuse to give it. Why? What are you trying to prove? As I stated before, what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? Because I'm serious. Literally, I'm serious. You guys are making yourselves look like fools. A fucking circus. A fucking circus run by Ventura County. By Moore Park sheriffs. Nothing but a bunch of fucking donkeys and horses. It's literally it. So I'm gonna verify with Mr. Torres because he recently passed by my mother's cell not too long ago. I believe it was today. So I'm gonna call him because he said that my mom said that she got medical treatment at 1 p.m. So I'm gonna call him to confirm it. And I'm also gonna call to follow up on the investigation that he supposedly stated that he will be investigating. Because, you know, they all say the same shit, just like they did with my father when he was attacked not too long ago, on August 12th of 2025, by a man named Diego. And then they said that they're gonna conduct the investigation, that they will call me back, that they have cameras rolling, but majority of the cameras don't work. What type of fucking fraud shit is that? Who do they think they're fooling? Because the only person that I see that they're fooling is themselves, once again. So, Sung Lee, I should not have to hear from you again from now on. You're fucking exposed, you're documented, and just know that you're liable, and you will be seen in the federal court as soon as possible. Just know that and believe that. We've been talking about lawsuits all along, especially from my emails. I was nice, very, very nice, giving them chances to stop, to submit evidence, to work on the behalf of their clients, on the behalf of me. They refuse. They get a kick out of this. So I let them know once through email. I believe it was Kenneth Wixell and Jeff Chambliss. I told them, I stated it clearly. I reported you to the bar, right? The state bar. I reported them. I had their file and all of that, and I sent it to them. Then I let them know that I already did this. Next is lawsuits. Next is lawsuits. This was a few months back. It wasn't not too long ago. It was a good 4 or 5 months. And look who's already sued. We have the school. We have the housing sued. We have the courthouse sued. We have Ashley Susan sued. We have Jeff Chambliss sued. We had Tracy Silmick sued. And more individuals to come. 4 more on my mind right now as we speak. And Sung Lee, you're one of them. You're gonna be sued individually for your misconduct in police brutality and retaliation. My mother has the right to her discovery. The fact that you stated she doesn't have that right, you are completely false and wrong. So thank you guys for going live with me today and watching. I hope I gave very valid, clear information for you guys to understand the situation of what's going on in the present. It's the best way I can explain at the moment. But just know the more lives to come will be better. This is more of an update to Sung Lee. I shouldn't have to hear from him again. Posada. Shouldn't have to hear from Posada either. I should not have to hear from Alfaro either. This is a warning once again. I always give warnings. Always give warnings before I file a suit. And just know that you're next, Mr. Sung Lee. And your face will be all over this YouTube channel for your fucking exposure of corruption and fraud. You will be placed on here, along with your colleagues who perform police brutality, along with you slamming my mom onto the wall, twisting her arm. You will pay. Financially, I'll make sure you pay. Financially, I'll make sure that your house is mine, and any type of property that you own is mine. So maybe one day you wake up and realize you shouldn't be doing shit to people like this. There's consequences. And the fact that you may have to lose everything the same way you stripped us of everything that we own will be done to you the legal right way, through federal court. It will be done. Then maybe one day you will realize the same pain, the same suffering, the same psychological torture that we felt, you will feel as well. Because it's all about experience, sir. It's all about experience. People don't understand or fully grasp a situation or anything until they fully experience it. So this is my message to you. I shouldn't have to hear from you again. And I'm gonna talk with your senior deputy and inform him about today. It's unbelievable that it took 28 hours for my mother to be properly medically treated for her injuries that were inflicted by the jail and Sung Lee. So just know, sir, you are liable. And I will see you soon in federal court, along with everybody that's complicit and involved. My father was found competent, to bring it back once more. My father was found competent by Catherine Emmerich around November 8th, November 9th, around 4 or 3 from my knowledge, if I remember. And she found him to be competent. Next hearing for my father, November 19th, 2025. Competency hearing. For my mother, November 20th, 2025. Hearing on placement. They're doing the same pattern they did to my father. Remember, everybody, I told you about Stephen Roof, who had submitted that evaluation, that fraud evaluation from September 25th of 2024. They're doing the same thing they're doing to my dad, to my mother. They were trying to place my father in a program. And remember, everybody, Linda Onishiko, Linda, to be exact, Linda Redwine Onishiko, found my father to be competent in October of 2024. Then she stated that he isn't eligible for her program. Same pattern here that they're trying to do. Then December of 2024, Satara Khan Mohammadi found him competent. Satara Mohammadi is a female, and she found my father competent. Now, this is where the contradiction comes into play. November 3rd, a doctor comes and tries to conduct the evaluation with my mother, and he's wearing Satara Mohammadi's name tag. And he's a Caucasian boy. Mushroom hair, looks like Jeffrey Dahmer. Man, when I show you guys that picture, you guys will see it. You guys will say, yeah, it kind of does look like Jeffrey Dahmer. So I'll find these informations with the pictures that I'm telling you of these people that are involved. I'll find them. I'll find their picture and I'll put it up here. And everything that we need to know about them up here. So that man impersonated to be Satara Mohammadi. That's a female's name. And he is a man by the name of Stephen Roof. He's a ghost doctor, basically, because his name is rarely on the fucking record. The only time you see it is September 25th of 2025. I mean, September 5th. September 25th of 2024. You see his name, Roof. You don't see Steven, you just see Dr. Roof. And I did my research on roofs. I did my research once again on roofs in Ventura County. And Stephen M.D. roof pops up from Ventura County. So I have information on these people. I do my research pretty well. I found Sung Lee last night, the same dude that you see on the thumbnail. I found him. And I'll be posting a picture on the post area. On this channel, the post area, I'll post a picture of his normal picture of his face. Then I'll be showing you a picture. Oh man. I'll show you a picture of this mutt washing the feet of a dog. The dog is, man, the dog is the most happiest person in that picture. It's probably by far my best picture that I like. Because he looks like a fucking fool washing the feet of a dog. Anyways, that's the mutt he is. He is the dirt that he's scrubbing off that dog's foot. Every day he goes to work, he puts this impression. Oh man, you should see his news video. The Inside Edition, right, news channel, made a video about him and his dog, how he gave a statement stating that he rarely sees fights because of this dog, because he brings this dog around. Sir, isn't it your job to prevent it from happening instead of saying you rarely see stuff like this? That shouldn't even be the right comment to state. It should be about preventing stuff like this, preventing violence. So why did you come to my mom's cell that day? Lie to her, manipulate her, because that's what you did, stating that she doesn't have the right to her discovery when she truly does. And then for you to put your fucking hands on her and assault her and throw her on the wall, twisting her arms while your other two colleagues fuck her up as well. Who the fuck do you think you are? You put this impression on the news in the public that you're one nice dude. You're a good deputy, you serve and protect, when you're actually the opposite. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're a pig. And oh, you just gave me an idea. I'm gonna make another thumbnail of you with a fucking pig face. I'm just gonna make sure like AI put some type of blush of a fucking pig and give you little pig antlers. Because that's what the fuck you are. You're a piece of shit. And I'm sure that dog deserves a better owner than whoever the fuck you are. Like, once again, who are you guys? And what the fuck are you guys doing? Stated this again within this live. Who are you guys? And what the fuck are you doing? Because once again, legal consequences will happen. And those consequences will tell you who you are and what the fuck you are. So I tell you this once again, tell yourself that. Because you're a piece of shit. You're truly a piece of shit. You probably, for you to put your hands on my mother, that means you will put your hands on any type of woman. You probably even abuse your wife or something, who knows? For you to fucking do that and I hear the bruises, the disfigured arm from my mother that you did to her, while Glasscock watches the same fraudulent piece of shit that was there in every fraudulent event that took place within these 2 to 3 years that has been going on, full-on retaliation, ongoing corruption, ongoing civil right violations, human right violations, and you just continue, you guys continue, like fucking broken record. You guys are the most scum of the scum of this world. Just know that. For you to put your hands on my mother, what type of guy are you? Do you even have the definition to call yourself a man? You put your fucking hands on a woman for no reason, to be exact, because you didn't get it your way. Placing her in a yellow band, a mental incapacitated area, with no report, no fucking history or documentation to hold any type of legal basis or jurisdiction to place her there. Do you know how fucking ignorant and stupid you guys sound right now? You guys could be in the lives, in the comments talking your shit, but do you know how fucking crazy and stupid you guys sound trying to force a narrative that does not stick with no evidence? Do you know how crazy that shit fucking sounds? Yeah. The 3,000 subscribers here see it. And the previous 300,000 views that we got last year see it as well. So I tell you this one more time. What the fuck are you guys doing? Have you took a moment to step back and reflect your consequences, your choices that you made? Have you done that? Have you reflect the shit that you guys did? Like, you guys are fucking morons. Especially you, Sung Lee. You're one fucking moron. I don't even know how you became a sheriff or a deputy. I want to know what rank you are. Are you a senior? That's something you would never tell me. That's something for me to find out, which I will. You're ridiculous, sir. You're a disgrace as well to your fucking department and to your job. You shouldn't even be working there, honestly. Excessive force for what? Because she didn't show up to court. The court found a good cause for her not to show up. Then you guys come after court. You guys come around 9:50, 9:40. It's already too late to go to court. It's already too late. So why are you gonna come to her cell again asking about court and saying that you're gonna put her in a fucking yellow band? It's fucking, it doesn't make sense. Once court's finished, it's finished. And then the fact that the court found a good cause for you not to show is just that. So what legal basis did you have to go to her door? Once again, what legal document or history that you state she is incompetent? Because we have valid competency evaluations by a few expertise doctors, expertise doctors, Can't get the right word to form that, but expert doctors came to see my parents. And then the court's doubting it. And they're not even a fucking doctor to doubt, and they haven't even gave their explanation why they doubt it either. Where's your proof? Once again, I'm gonna say this, and probably this will be the last thing I say before I end this live. You and the court, you, Sung Lee, when I say you, because this message is directly to you, you, the court, the sheriff department, Moore Park Sheriff Department, and these individuals that are complicit in this little fucking racist charade will all be sued. Will all be sued. You guys will all have fucking criminal charges that me and my family could prove. So once again, you and all these individuals complicit, just know this. You guys bear the burden of proof. You guys have it. You guys have the fucking burden of proof. So explain. Stop doing case continuance. Case continuance. It doesn't make sense. What are you doing a case continuance for if you have no evidence to prove those charges? What are you doing a case continuance when the defendants have their evidence ready to go to trial? Now you refuse to go to trial and doubt their competency because you don't want to lose because we have our fucking evidence? You don't want to lose because it's no longer an eviction? Because of our evidence, we have it? You don't want to fucking lose? Well, it's too damn bad you lost. You lost either way. You lost. So I tell you, I know you guys be watching it. Make the right move. Make the right decision. And give up. You guys fucking lost. That's it. You guys lost. You guys lost. It's been a year now. No explanation. No legal basis was explained. October 9th was your deadline. You were informed before October 9th. From what I remember, you were informed around October 2nd, or that's the date that I certified mailed you those information. You were to explain why, and you didn't. That's why the courthouse was sued by and through you, Anthony J. Sabo. Because you proceed and continue it. The whole court is conflict of interest. It's all complicit because people were court mandated, and that's what the lawsuit talks about in the conclusion. That these individuals have been performing this shit over 2 to 3 years and nothing has been presented. It sounds unbelievable. It's fucking crazy. How are you gonna put us through so much fucking torture and yet not present nothing? Not present nothing. Everybody, now tell yourself this. My father was found competent 4 times. You think if they had the right legal basis to place him in a mental program, if they had that legal basis to do that, don't you think they would have done it long time ago? Don't you think Linda would have had stated that he is eligible for the program? But he's not. Therefore, they just had him in that fucking Todd Road jail in the mental area, knowing that he's competent. That's where they fucked up too. Knowing my mother's competent, that's where they fucked up too. This is very bad on their part. The jail is liable more than ever. And the court is liable more than ever. Everybody in the fucking courthouse suit, oh, there's a lot of names in there. There's a good portion of them that are involved doing this shit. Especially the parties of interest. The parties. The connection of interest, I mean. There's a lot of people involved. Lots of people. Lots of people. This is a good 1 through 100. Those 1 through 150. There's a lot of people involved. Covering up, it goes from the clerks to the judges, the DAs, the appointed public defenders, the appointed CDAs by the court, all liable, all conflict of interest. They won't get away with this shit. That's what I'm trying to tell them before they even make it even worse for themselves. You cannot get away from what you've done. You just cannot. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. As much as you wish it would, you don't live in a fantasy. You live in a real world where there's consequences. So you guys will all pay. Just know that. Just know that the words that I tell you come true. They end up happening. They end up happening. Just like in the emails with the lawsuits, they end up happening. Just give me time, people. Just give me time. I'm talking to the YouTube now. Give me time to fix this live up with the information that I'm speaking. And sure enough, just give me time. They will be sued. They will be sued individually, especially Sung Lee. You're next, man. You're next in the suit, along with Posada and Alfaro. You're next. You guys will be sued individually together because you guys were complicit and performed this fucking misconduct together. And then you guys are court mandated to report this together. Yet you guys did the opposite of it. So let me guess. The fact that you gave my mom no medical treatment for over 28 hours, right? 28 hours. You didn't give my mom any medical treatment. Therefore, was that day you assaulted her documented? Are those bruises documented? Did you guys take pictures? That's what I would like to know. Because from the sounds of it, Mr. Torres is confused. He's stating that he didn't hear any of that. That there was no reports by Maritza Miranda, my mother. So I'd like to know. What the fuck? Are you guys hiding this shit so you can, like I stated before, you guys are hiding this shit to cover it up. Why didn't you want to document it that day? Why didn't you want to document the day they assaulted my mom? Hmm? And then the fact that Mr. Torres has to tell, man, it's the fact that he had to tell my mom, do you believe that these deputies are lying? I mean, it's fucking clear as day, isn't it? So I don't know if Mr. Torres is just playing a role or he's truthfully honest. And if he's truthfully honest to conduct an investigation, therefore he has my respect. But if he isn't serious and he's just doing the same shit they do, well, he's involved as well. But I'm not here to assume or point fingers. But I just hope and I have faith that he conducts his truthful investigation and gives me a call back. If anything, like I clearly stated before, I'm still gonna call the jail to confirm it and make sure there's pictures documented. Make sure of that shit. So I'd like to ask you, why you guys keep digging up your own holes? Like you just keep making it worse. You guys just keep making it worse on your part. Very worse. Aren't you scared to go to prison? Aren't you scared to go to jail? Because you committed a crime. We didn't. That's why we don't fear you guys. Therefore, you should fear jail, especially a corrupted cop. You should fear jail. You should fear prison. Because that's where you belong. Not us. We're just fighting for what's ours, which is our rights and our property and our freedom and our life. And you guys are just covering this shit up because a student brought a gun to school. Well, whose fault was that? His. Therefore, he should pay for his own consequence. You shouldn't be trying to cover it up. The fact that you guys are trying to cover up for his own consequence is why there's legal action being done against you guys. There's why you're being sued. There's a lot of reasons why. So now you guys know. I spoke my mind. I updated today. And I updated everybody else on the YouTube along Ventura County that I'm very wide aware. I'm wide awake. You know? Stop. If you have some type of dignity or integrity, you would stop. Because you're making yourself look like a fucking fool. You gotta like reflect and tell yourself, what the fuck am I doing? Because look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that. Because what the fuck are you guys doing? Don't you have any soul? Don't you have any morals? Any dignity or integrity? What the fuck are you guys doing? Who the fuck do you think you guys are? Honestly. Just tell yourself that. Who are you? Are you even human? Because the shit that you guys do, you show no emotion. Like if you guys are literal fucking psychopaths, honestly. And you guys, half of you guys look like psychopaths. Being straight up. So I tell you, what the fuck are you guys doing? What are you guys trying to accomplish? Because what I'm seeing right now, you guys are scared. You guys are doing the best that you can to cover this shit up. It won't be covered up. We live in a new era now. There's something called the internet, and things surface there forever, for eternity, until the end of this planet, until, the sun gets too large and starts swallowing planets. That's the day the internet disappears. But from what me and most people in this world know, that once it's on the internet, it's forever on the internet. It's for eternity. There's history. That's history then and there. You basically created history. If you were to just serve and protect, you wouldn't have created history. But now you created history, so I pray and have faith in the future this type of shit doesn't repeat. There's no pattern of it again. Because if there is, people will see it here and put a stop to it before it even gets any worse. So I'm here to tell you, what the fuck are you guys doing? I really want you to watch this channel and tell you guys that. Tell yourself, what the fuck are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all in the group office right now, sitting with each other like this, watching my videos, understanding this shit right now. What the fuck are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Matthew Rodriguez watches this. I remember from September 18, 2024, before he booked me in, we're sitting on the bench. He goes on YouTube and watches the live of my father and plays the part like that's not my father on the phone. He's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. When I heard my father's voice. These motherfuckers are as evil as it gets. That's why I want them to ask themselves this. I want you to reflect and tell yourself this, because this question that I'm telling you, only you can know. I can't know the answer to why the fuck you're doing this or who you are and what you are. So I ask you this. Who are you and what the fuck are you doing? Ask yourself that. Don't have to tell nobody else, just ask yourself that. Let that resonate, let it marinate, Let it stick in your brain. Because the more you try to figure out why I keep not giving up, why I'm not gonna give up, is because it's simple. We didn't commit a crime, therefore I'm not gonna fucking give up. There's this quote by Babe Ruth. He was a baseball player. Just for somebody's information if you don't know. This man gave a quote stating, it's hard to beat somebody who doesn't give up. Something along the line like that. It's hard to beat a person that never gives up. And I'm that person. I don't fucking give up. So I tell you this, what are you guys doing? And who the fuck are you? Who are you? And I'm gonna get a picture of Glasscock. And I'm gonna get a picture of Steve Donlon. And I'm also make them look like fucking clowns as well. And the fucking pigs with the little anklets. Oh, I could do that, man. Put you all over the fucking surface of the internet. Forever. All over. For eternity. For the shit that you've done, because you guys acted under the color of law. Therefore, I'm in the right to express my First Amendment as I'm doing right now, and express and exercise it for all the bullshit that you guys caused and violated all our constitutional rights. So just know that. This is for your information, Sung Lee, and I hope one of your corrupt deputies, corrupt fucking minions, comes up to you with this video and show you that I went live today to talk about you and everybody that you're complicit with. Fuck you for hurting my mom. That's how I truly feel. That's my reaction right there. You got that one reaction. That's how I feel. And I say it right now again. Fuck you. You pig. Posada, fuck you, you pig. Alfaro, fuck you, you pig. That's how I feel. That's for you hurting my mother for no reason. You had no legal basis to even touch her in her cell while she had a habeas corpus pending. You have no fucking right. That's the shit that just, huh. You have no fucking right. So I'm gonna leave it here as this, as I previously stated before too again. It was supposed to be the last word, but I kept speaking my mind. You, Sung Lee, and everybody complicit hold the burden of proof. You guys hold it, not us. You guys have the burden of proof. You guys have something to prove. You have something that needs to be done and finished, which is to prove your fucked up allegations, your fraud reports, your fraud warrants, your fraud body cams that you have never presented to this day. Present them. What are you scared of? Present them. Should have had this long time ago in the beginning. It should have been about 4 months in already from September, or at least 3 months in. We should have had some type of legal documentation, some type of legal basis for the court to perform the things that they're doing to me and my family, for the jail to perform the things that they're doing to me and my family. To this day, there's no legal basis. So what the fuck are you guys doing? Excuse me. What the fuck are you guys doing? Where's your legal basis? It's been a year now. We're waiting. We're waiting. Go on the news or something. Go live how I am. Express yourself. There ain't nothing wrong with expressing your First Amendment. So go ahead, speak your mind. Speak your opinion. Why you believe this and that about my family. But when you do, make sure you have your evidence on why you explain why. Make sure it's presented. Make sure there's a legal basis. Not fraudulent bullshit to mislead the court to get what you want. So thank you for watching, everybody. May everybody have a blessed day. Enjoy your weekend. And just remember and know the court holds the burden of proof, not us. Thank you.